Hi, this is Maggie. Today I'll be looking at the astrology chart of Whitney Houston. She was born under the sign of Venus, August 9th, 1963, Newark, New Jersey, 8:55 p.m. Sorry about my voice. I just moved to this town and apparently I'm allergic to it, so I'm gonna move back to the coast. Anyway, doing the best I can with it. So she is a dynamic Leo. She's got the Sun in Leo, Venus in Leo, in the 6th house of work. So work and health, making her a very dynamic singer, powerful singer, and giving her beauty and, just in Leo, the sign of entertainment, with Venus there. Venus in conjunction with your Sun always makes you more attractive to people, or people are attracted to you, and she had that quality. She had the very attractive quality, just her personality, her singing, everything, her looks. Her first house, her ascendant is in Pisces. Just make sure. Yeah, I was looking for her ascendant's in Pisces. So that's Pisces is ruled by Jupiter and Neptune. So that would give her musical, definite musical ability. And in her first house, the first house is yourself. It's ruled by Aries. So she used that musically, but it also, I think, contributed to her drug use and the need to escape. So I was first I didn't see the Pisces dynamic, but there it is in the first house. So musically, that really helped her. She has the moon in Aries and Jupiter in Aries, so she's very much a fire sign, very much headstrong, impulsive, fiery fire sign. So Sun and Venus in Leo, moon in Aries, that's like triple fire right there. And she also has Jupiter in Aries, so moon conjunct Jupiter in Aries, and it's still in her first house. And the fact that she has both Aries and Pisces, it's in her first house. Gave her the musical ability, Pisces, and the Aries gave her the forcefulness, the direct, assertive, aggressive stance, just able to belt it out. And Jupiter gave her incredible luck. Not just luck, it's good fortune to have that wherever you have Jupiter. So to have it in your first house, and the moon in Aries was very, very fortunate for her career, and the Pisces too, musically. So I'm going to skip over to her second house is Taurus, no planets there, but it's ruled by Venus, so she made money, she liked luxury, and she made money. Taurus like to be comfortable, they like luxury, and it's what you value, and it's ruled by Venus, so she was in a Venusian career singing. So I'm going to jump over to, actually, her North Node is in Cancer in the 5th house. So Cancer, that's the 5th house rules Leo. Leo's normally in the 5th house. That would be an entertainment career. She has it in Pisces, so it made her very, very sensitive. But she did, and she had children. So she did end up in an entertainment career, a very sensitive entertainment career. So I think her North Node in Cancer, very watery sign, and the first house, Pisces, made her very sensitive. So we covered her Leo in the 6th house of work, very fiery. Uranus is conjunct Mercury and Pluto in Virgo. Let me just make sure Uranus is in. Yeah, it's in Virgo. So she has 3 planets in Virgo. But Uranus is in the 6th house of health and work. So her health was pretty erratic towards the end, but so it's pretty much conjunct Mercury in the work house. The 7th house, where she has Pluto. She has Pluto, Mercury, and Uranus all in Virgo, which rules work and health. So the 6th house is work and health. The 7th house is partnerships. Partnerships, you know, it could be marriage, could be musical partnerships, any kind of partnerships. It's ruled by Libra. So she has Mercury there, so her communication and attention to detail in her career her communication skills were very, very good. The Uranus would just add some eccentricity, changeability, just craving freedom, and independence. Probably in her work and her relationships. But the Pluto conjunct Mercury in Virgo in her 7th house of relationships. I believe that's where she was attracted to the bad boy, you know, like Bobby Brown. I think that's probably where that came from. And excuse me. And it's sextile. She has Pluto sextile Neptune in Scorpio. So Pluto's the ruler of Scorpio. So she had that attraction to I think I can't entirely blame him for getting her started on drugs, but I believe her attraction to this particular person and her Neptune in a water sign in the 8th house of Scorpio, sextiling Pluto, just could. Neptune loves to escape. It's the ruler of Pisces, so that could contribute to her. And Pluto in Virgo could contribute to her health problems, caused from drugs. And, so Neptune in the water signs, and then the 1st house. I didn't mean for this to be all about her drug use, but it shows in her chart. The 1st house, Pisces, and the Pluto is kind of the dark side of health issues, In the 7th house, it's in Virgo. So she was attracted to kind of the dark side, because she was always this good girl, So, the bad boy and the drugs and everything just really affected her health. It's in Virgo, the sign of health. So, Pluto really, really took her health down. And Neptune in the 8th house gave her a great need to escape. However, it also rules music, so her music came across very dynamic and passionate and scorpionic. So we'll move on to Libra. She has a really large 7th house. Her 7th house comprises 2 signs, Virgo and Libra. So she also has Mars in the 7th house. But it's in Libra, so that gives her love of beauty, you know, Libra loves beauty, peace, justice. So it really gave her a love of the arts and good singing voice, and gave her a lot of dynamic passion. Where her moon is in Aries, so the ruler of Aries is Mars. So she has Mars. To have Libra on the 7th house, Libra is all about relationships. Libra is normally in the 7th house. So, and then to have Mars in Libra, she was very passionate about her relationships. And I believe that she had to be really, Libras kind of feel like they have to be in a relationship, or that they're just not really happy if they're not in one. So I think the Pluto is the dark side of the relationships. The Mercury is ruler of Virgo, so that helps with the communication, but both in her career and in all her partnerships. Mars and Libra really gave her wanting the passion, wanting to take action and be committed in a relationship. That is very important to her as having Libra on the 7th house. So we covered Neptune and Scorpio in the 8th house of Scorpio. The 9th house on the midheaven, she has Sagittarius. Just take a peek here. Yeah, so she has Sagittarius. And it's in the 9th house. Sagittarius rules the 9th house. It's in the 9th and the 10th house. So that's her career. And she's just so fiery with all that Aries and all the Leo. And now the Sagittarius, those are 3 fire signs. So there's a fire triangle going on right there. Because the MC is important. Although there's no planets there, it's an angle. All the 4 angles are important. So she did a lot of traveling. She met just everyone internationally through her voice, her talent, her creativity. Leo rules creativity, and with the Sun and Venus in Leo in the 6th house, she was just born with that creativity. And the Pisces really helped in the 1st house with her beautiful voice. So on the midheaven also, she has, Capricorn's up there as well. Sagittarius and Capricorn. Capricorn's actually in the 11th house, but it does share, it's close to the midheaven. It does share the sign with the 10th house. So Capricorn it took her to the top of her career. And the Sagittarius gave her the dynamic passion, that whole fire trying thing going on she has. So it gave her worldwide fame and acclaim and, traveling and international fame. Everybody knew Whitney, and that's the Sagittarius on the midheaven. So it would involve travel, foreign languages, open-minded. So the Capricorn on the 11th house, there are no planets there, but I'm kind of looking at, I was her midheaven as well. So she's an incredibly hard worker, and she worked hard all her life, I believe. Capricorn's a very practical, business-minded earth sign. And she has that in the 11th house of friendships. Actually, it's Aquarius's house. Saturn is the ruler of Capricorn, and it's also, some say it's the ruler of Aquarius, but I feel like Uranus is co-ruler of Aquarius, so I'm feeling that more. Anyway, so she has Capricorn there, and she was surrounded, her friends, and by a lot of business associates, probably, business-minded people. And, you know, I just took her all the way to the top. The 12th house, she has Saturn, which is, the 12th house is the natural house of Pisces. So she has Pisces at 8 degrees on her ascendant. No planets there, but her ascendant is herself. So her 12th house also comprises, it's in Aquarius, but it's also in Pisces. So the Pisces is the sign of the 12th house. So she has Saturn there. But Saturn's in Aquarius. So Saturn, well, you know, Aquarius is a sign of the humanitarian, friendships, you know, it was all electronics and everything. Saturn in the 12th house is a very difficult placement, I believe. It's in the house of Pisces. It's opposed her Venus. Yeah, it's opposed, looks like it's opposed her Sun. The Sun conjunct Venus in Leo, so Saturn opposed those. In the 12th house also could be a contributor to, well, freedom-loving Aquarius, you know, just wherever Saturn is, it can make, it just brings discipline and sometimes hardship, separation, lessons learned. I can, you know, and in the 12th house is just stirring up all this unconscious stuff. And so I think it probably gave her a really strong need to escape, which she did, you know, through drugs. So, yeah, Saturn opposing her Sun and her Venus in Leo. In the hell sign of Virgo, that appears to be what was going on with her. It affected her health. It definitely affected her health. It was sad to watch. So those are the main, dynamics of Whitney Houston's chart. Her fire, excuse me, her fire we went over. She had Moon, Jupiter, Sun, Venus, and on the MC she had mutable Sagittarius. In the air she had Mars and Saturn. So Saturn's in Aquarius in the 12th house. And the Mars was in her relationship house. She loved being in a relationship. And she brought a lot of beauty through her voice, singing. Because Libra loves beauty as well. Earth, she has Mercury, Uranus, and Pluto all in Virgo in 6th and 7th house. Again, I believe that contributed to her health problems, especially Pluto, and Uranus can be just so changeable and erratic. Okay, and water, the North Node, we covered in Cancer, but it's in the 5th house of her career, so she fulfilled that. She had beautiful children, and she had a fantastic career as an entertainer, a singer, and her ascendant is in Pisces. So, you know, I think that's probably all the time we have for this. I was looking for some aspects to Pluto, but or to Neptune. Actually, she has 2 squares to Neptune. That one was square. Oh gosh, there it is. Neptune square Saturn and Neptune square Venus. Excuse me. Neptune square Saturn and Venus, so we already covered that. A square is 90-degree angle. It's a challenging, very challenging degree, and so that Neptune challenging herself, you know, in the health house, that challenged her health as well. So actually, I want to pay tribute to a great singer, but all her health issues just showed in her chart as well. So anyway, if you like these videos, please like and subscribe. Thank you for listening.